Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm being attacked. Ow. No. Stop. Up. Sit. Well, you better sit. No. Quit. Quit. I am really getting attacked. Like, seriously. Come here. Let me pick you up. She's got burrs everywhere. Don't eat my earring. She came back to me and she is like covered in burrs. Now go play. No, leave me alone. No. So anyway, we're going to try to make this video. At least she's here to make it a little less emotional, because yesterday I got very emotional trying to make a video about a topic, and then that's when I gave up and went clearance shopping and found my hose and my clothes. So anyway, so much to talk about. There's just a lot. This is how I deal with it. Number one, I know that tariffs are going to bring certain products up. Those products I'm going to buy on sale, as cheap as I can find them, reduced, such as canned products. I've been collecting canned products for a while. I just went through and reorganized my shelf where I've been buying 4-packs of diced tomatoes, kidney beans, green beans, corn, soups, tuna. So every time I go, well, I won't be going there anymore. But tuna is a very big thing. I like to use a lot of at one time if I do a casserole or tuna cakes or whatever. So I've also organized all of that and realized how much Pedialyte I have, because that's very important, especially with winter coming on. And what I don't use in winter, I do use it during the spring when I hatch chicks. So there's a lot. She's got burrs on her tail and she's chasing it. She's about ready to knock her head. Get it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know if I can get her. Can you see her? She's like a Swiffer, and she picks up everything, and burrs just... So when she first come to me, I started pulling them up. Come here. Let me help you. Come here. Come here. I'll help you. Come here. Don't be so stubborn. Look here. Mommy will help. Look. Let's get them out of your tail. And I like to get them out of there before they get too deep. And then it takes me hours to get them out of her. But what I can do is I bring her in the house and I put her upside down on the couch, lay her on her back, and then I just start working, and she loves it. And then I flip her over and we normally get them out, but it takes quite a bit. Okay. Now what are you doing? I know all the chickens went out, but you're out here. Let me go put her back. Because I need to turn the chickens loose. Okay, so I put her up so she didn't get any more burrs on her, and maybe she'll work on some of the burrs herself. She's having a fit. Too bad, too sad. My chickens have to come out. So she's been running for about 2.5 hours. Way before daylight this morning, I let her out, and she had her breakfast, so on and so forth. So she's good, but you're going to hear her barking maybe. I don't know. Now look. Hi, Gandalf. You slept in the chicken barn last night. Yeah. He did. He went to the chicken barn last night. So anyway, lots to talk about. I don't know. I really don't know how MAGA supporter voters decipher stuff in as good, evil, and biblical, when what they're doing, the regime, is not anything that has humanity or empathy for others as part of their motive. I don't get it. The motivation is not a Christ-like um, way of doing things in order to make it a white Christian nation. It just really makes no sense to me. And how now the Christian influencers that were MAGA will not even touch on the fact that what's going on is so unconstitutional and inhumane and just wrong. They don't look at it. We're going to look at something else. We're going to look at this shiny object over here. We're going to look at this. And not to mention, a lot of MAGA influencers were constantly talking about Joe Biden. Yes, the debate was absolutely horrible. But since then, he has done more stuff, and he don't sound as delusional and cognitively impaired as the criminal king does. My nose is running. Oh, they're eating out of the pan. I'm like, what in the world is that noise? That's Gandalf. He found her food. I leave it for him because he likes to have a little extra. So anyway, that's what that noise was. Okay, but anyway, how? They will not address it. They will not address the fact that what they have called for and voted for, okay, that's what you wanted. But is it really what you wanted? Save the children. We're constantly worried about saving the children. Pedophile rings, indoctrination, never slaughtered in school being any kind of topic. But you're seeing little kids with their hands handcuffed, zip cuffed. American citizens sent away. Then you have the Epstein files, and you all don't push it because you know that your criminal king was involved. And yet, you want to save the children. Those little girls were victims. And no one's talking about that. We're gonna look at this shiny object. We're gonna look at this topic over here. Let's look at this topic over here. Because if we say that, yeah, we're for it, then it makes us sound unchristian-like. But if we don't say anything about it at all, but we agree with it, then we're hiding. To the MAGA influencers who are okay with what's going on, sending in troops to cities, threatening retribution for what? Being a criminal and being charged with it? Are they going to seek out all the jury members too? Taking away freedom of speech in the press? Threatening to take their licenses because they don't bow to the king? And they don't report the nonsense that he speaks about in the Oval Office. But the cognitive thing, come on now. Papo ain't doing very good. And his mind. And when they talked about Biden, well, someone else is pulling the strings. What do you think's going on with Trump? They're giving him projects. Let him do his little projects. We'll take care of everything else. If you don't see that, I don't know what you're looking at. It's so messed up. It's messed up. The gerrymandering. You know, the Republicans come out and they're going to find 5 seats. We're going to redo some unconstitutionally, by the way. So the Democrats decide, okay, we are going to let our public decide. So they put it on an agenda for November 4th, the way it's supposed to be done for the voters. But the MAGA influencers will tell you that they're just they're throwing wrenches in our gears, our progress. Taking the rights away from people is a big thing. And just because if you are a woman and you don't want to vote anymore, hey, that's great for you. Don't vote. That's on you. You want to vote the way your husband votes because you guys agree on everything? Hey, that's fine on you. But don't take the rights of other women with your vote. You see, this is where I have an issue. MAGA representatives are putting in legislation that will affect you. It will affect those down your lineage. My daughter is so smart, and she's such a great person. She's a great person. She's a great mother. I am getting ready to help her with a school project. I'm supposed to write when in her life was she the best? And you know when she was the best? Was when I had her. She was perfect. She didn't have influence. There was no right or wrong. There was nothing but just her pure self there in my arms. To me as a mom, that's when she was her best. But you know what? That's not when she was her best. That's when she was her best to me. When she's at her best, she's got a college education that she is furthering. She's got the most amazing daughter. I'm going to tell you my granddaughter is amazing, but you don't have to believe me. I'm just saying. And if you think that I would ever vote in a way that would take anything from those two in their lives, that's bizarro. Even if I was okay with a, 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 a patriarchal life, and I was okay with it, I still wouldn't vote against women. I still wouldn't vote against the right thing. Women should be able to have educations. Women should be able to vote. Women should be able to make their own decisions, have their own credit cards, homes, whatever. And the legislation wants to take it away. But they don't talk about that because it hasn't hit them yet. But I was so angry yesterday when I was watching about the Maxwell stuff, and a woman who was in the camp prison where Maxwell was moved to the prison that Maxwell should be in because she didn't like it. And you know what? Maxwell should never have been moved. There should be no deals. This is something else, is that when I found out that she was trying to get a pardon from Biden to turn over information to Biden's administration to get a pardon. against Trump. This woman is a liar. The DOJ is criminal now. The FBI is criminal. All the departments are criminal. And people say, well, this is what it says on the website. I'm going to tell you something. I don't believe one thing that this administration criminal regime says ever. Numbers? Nope. Because they're firing people that are given accurate numbers, even though he doesn't like them. But he's not in charge. And if you think he is, you're fooling yourself. They're giving him projects. They're letting him talk to you. Look at the shiny object. The way that he went on about having a picture with Putin was like a child. Wearing his little hat that Trump was right about everything. He's not. He's evil. You know, you hear Christians talk about evil people, and they'll call Democrats, liberals, or women that don't agree with the patriarchal kind of society evil. I'm not evil. I've never been evil. But what I see is evil. The way I see them treating the immigrants on the streets, going to the courthouse and getting them, going to their meetings to get them, it's evil. Lying to the public and covering up for a criminal king, that's evil. That's lying. That's deception. Isn't that what Satan does? Satan? All right. You get the drift, right? It's annoying. And it gets very angered. I get very angry because I see people believing the lies, the deception. They believe it. They're okay with it. Okay, so they've explained it this way. No, there's no explaining, hiding what's going on. There's no okay with not coming forth with the information that they told you they were going to come forth with until they found out that his name was in it. Doing what they did with Maxwell, she is a criminal. She is your child trafficker, your predator, your pedophile. Don't be okay with it if you want to save the children. All right, I've got to go. Check this out. He's stalking. I got to go. I've got stuff to do. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I hope I mashed all that together and did some sort of a weave. But yesterday, I was pretty angry about this. I've slept on it, and I'm still angry about it, but I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee and do some chores and work off my anger. Because all of the evil people, evil demons, they're demons, right? Yeah, that's what we have in Washington right now, are demons. Our country is being run by demons, evil people, liars, thieves, corrupt people that are okay with torture. Someone got an arm broken by ICE. Come on. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance.